everybody, here we are again, ready to go catch some dang bass. See my breath? It's like 31 degrees right now. We're at the old Wisconsin staple. You gotta stop before you hit the water. You gotta go to a quick trip. We are up here in Door County fishing one of my favorite bodies of water to go catch a smallmouth on. And that's the Bay, Green Bay, Sturgeon Bay, that whole area. It's just phenomenal smallmouth fishery all year long. But in spring and in fall, it just gets ridiculously fun to fish. So we're gonna get out there. We're fishing by ourselves today. We got a little bit further to go, a little bit further. And we're gonna go see what we can do. Next time I'll see you guys, be on the water. All right, first cast. Sun's just about to come up. Just getting out here. And there's a blob on the screen. Right there. I think we might be a little too close. But it's starting out with the Alabama rig. A little bit cooler than it was when we were here last. Not a whole lot though. Oh, yeah, well, there was 4 fish that looked at it on one cast. We just got to get it further away from the boat, I feel like. This is the setup that I'm running here, so you guys can really see it. But perspective on here, you can see that it starts to get a little bit shallower up there because I'm on a break. So I use that to kind of pick out like where bigger boulders are and everything. And then right here is obviously the forward view and then mapping. But yeah. That's the setup right there. I've been running it all year. Loving it. Taking advantage of it while I still can, because I won't be able to do it next year. Fishing the Bassmaster Opens, we get 1 forward facing transducer. That is it. A little foggy this morning, but honestly the temp really isn't that bad once you're out here. I'm just gonna fan cast this thing around a little bit. Adjust my range. Oh yeah, so there's a bunch of them right there. It's still early, so you gotta let it warm up a little bit at least. We'll just keep working our way down this break. Oh, there's a couple looking at it already. Got him. He crushed it. Oh, that's cool. I don't think he's very big. No, just a little football. Get up in here. Look at how fat that sucker is. Gosh, he choked it too. Got the whole dang thing. Ooh. Just a chunk. Right back down. Let's get another one. Oof. Oof. Yep. Pleasure of working with Kitex. They shred them. We'll get out some glue. We glue another one up there. But in the meantime, while we're sitting here, bomb that thing out there. The wind is supposed to kick up a little bit today, so, which is good. You want that with how clear the water is in the Great Lakes. You need a little bit of wind. Wind is your friend
Just a touch of super glue. I like to move the head back and forth just to spread that super glue out. And then I'm gonna let that set. Number one thing to remember when you make a cast off the front deck while you're sitting down doing stuff, don't hit the trolling motor. Because we drifted that away. There's fish right underneath the boat. And I can tell you, there's going to be a lot of people out today because it's it's the week before deer hunting here in Wisconsin, and it's supposed to be 50 degrees today. So that being said, there's going to be some people out. Oh, hard to tell if that was a fish or a rock. I'll get into my setups and everything that I'm throwing here in a bit, but let's get a couple in the boat first. Oh, that was a fish for sure. Yeah, sunrise. Gosh, that's why I love getting out here, man. That swim bait that I just rigged is really, really crooked. But it looks a little bit dumber than the rest of them. It's just the target. You wanted it up just a little bit, not so close to the bottom. You gotta remember when you're live scoping clear water, just because you don't see them doesn't mean that you won't get bit on that cast. Just simply because of how clear the water is. They can come from all sorts of different directions. They're not just coming from out in front of you. I'm guilty of it too. I get honed in on this screen and I just watch it and watch it and watch it, and I don't make a cast for a while. It's like, well, just bomb one out there and you end up getting bit. It's like, yeah, because they can see a lot further than just what you're seeing. There's fish all over the place. Right on the edge of that break, 110. Yeah, that's about top of my cast right there. Still doesn't distort the picture too much. Here's one. A whole school of them right there. Golly. Just feel them out. Begging underneath the boat. Just gotta feel them out. Throwing this on the Brawler, the Zolo Brawler, 20 pounds Seagar and VizX, 6.3 gear ratio reel. And I'll be completely honest, the reason I kept it on this one is this reel is just about blown up. So the drag still works, but it makes some pretty clunky noises after I cast around for a while. So throwing heavy baits like this, I just kept it on this reel just because. But normally I throw something like this, like in my bigger swim baits, on a Daiwa 200 size 6.3 gear ratio Tatula. Oh, you want to be stingy, huh? No, see, smallmouth or smallmouth no matter what. And when that sun gets up, turns the lights on, the bite is gonna get good. Not that it's not already. You just gotta keep moving around. There's a lot of fish here, so we might slow down a little bit too. Just throw tubes, drag around a little bit. I can see the bottom, and I'm sitting in 23 right now. I can see the bottom clear as day. There's one. Yep. Pop it off a rock. That was your very typical smallmouth bite, reaction bite. And it's not big. There it goes. But there's a couple. Ooh, we're gonna bomb this out there. But the way he bit that was cool. Everything's still there. There he is. He bumbled that. I was just looking for it. I couldn't find it, couldn't find it. And then, boom. Not a giant, but a fun one. still just a tub. Ooh, okay. He's a little bit bigger than I thought. That's probably a 4. He's a cool looking fish, man. Look at the belly on him. Gosh dang. Down it goes. Before they know the boat's here. It was a sand spot, that's why. So I'm dragging these smaller tubes here on the ALX Mixed Smalls, the 7.6 light fast. It's a great finesse swim bait rod. It's a great smaller tube rod. I got it on a 3,000 size, or sorry, 4,000 size Tatula MQLT, 8-pound J braid to a 8-pound Seagar and VizX leader. And on the end of this thing is a 3/8 ounce cast again goby head and a 2.75 goby bite. And I got a bunch of other colors rigged up. That's just one of my favorites this time of year. They really seem to be digging it, but they bite other stuff too. Oh, dude, that was a fish. Well, you dummy, when they bite it, you gotta set the hook. Oh, bite it again. I dare ya. He missed. He just blew right through it. That fish, I could see my A-rig on the screen, and that fish literally just went right through it. There he is. Yeah, that was cool. That's a good one too. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Look at how clear the... Yeah, dang. Oh, now I got him pinned up. Move my other camera here. Come here. Oh, he's got all 3 hooks now. Just spinning in a circle. Yeah, buddy. Look at the colors on that guy. Gosh, that's some weight. That's a good one. Okay, that was a good one. Check on my heads here. And just like that, we're gluing up swim baits again. If only Kitech made a more durable swim bait, wouldn't have that issue, but they don't. I think the softness is also a reason why they catch so many dang fish. And there's a piece of wood. Call that a lay down. And he bit it. Wow, that I did not expect that. Just a whole lot of doing nothing. And that fish hammered it. Oh, and it's a freaking good one too. Look at that, dude. That. Yeah, bud. Don't kneel on your rod tips, kids. That's how you break them. Look where this dude's got it. Oh, a little too much line, and then the fish turns. Oh, yeah. Look at that thing. Just boop. That fish was not coming off. Gosh. It's another pretty one. Gosh dang, just a big old meat pie. Yeah, they're so dang cool. I just can't get enough of that. I saw that fish on scope, Just cast it over to him and just let it sit. Just didn't move it. And he swam over and it went ka-tung. We might bebop around a little bit. See what we can do. We're in 29 feet. And that fish was actually probably in 27. And I found the only rock on that whole sand flat. I'm gonna throw my jacket back on. Now that there's clouds coming. We got a little bit of a breeze. Starting to kick. There's a fish. Right on that single rock. I'm gonna put my jacket in here. All Grundon's gear except for the Grandpa Bass Cat jacket. I just love this jacket. But I am completely decked out in Grundon's apparel. I absolutely love this stuff. I mean, you guys know this. Hence why I wear it. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't wear it. I have a whole bunch of other sweatshirts and stuff from other brands still, and the only ones that I wear are the ones that are affiliated with other people that I work with. Otherwise, they all stay in the closet. Yeah, they just don't seem to be as piled up. There's a couple. And we'll just keep working down this break. Pick up the A rig again and just go until we can land on them. Yeah, that's some good zebra mussels right there. And if they don't want to play too well with this thing, we're gonna throw some scent on it and they will bite it. Water. Chocolate PB pretzel. Freaking delicious. 260 calories because it's a meal replacement bar, so you need your calories. 20 grams of protein and tastes like a candy bar. That's why it's so funny. He's swimming with it. He's not very big, but oh, he's got it gone though. We're gonna have to grab the pliers on this guy. Where he's got that dang tube. Oh no, we don't need the pliers. Oh man. Big old belly. Look at that thing. Just a little football. Golly. Right back down. It's a little bit slower. But we haven't landed on the megawad yet. You know, like we're just hunting and pecking around a little bit. Got him. That's a big one. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. That's a big one. Yep. Both flipping fives, dude. There you go, guys. Look at that thing. Golly, what a freaking tank. That's a pretty one. I marked all these boulders, and I never made a cast on them. No, they just follow it.
You get the biggest ones to eat it.
And the rest of them just follow it. Bomb a tube. The only problem with fishing a tube is just slower. Holy smokes, there's a bunch of them. I just punched myself In the face. He's not big. Good attitude though. That's probably that's the smallest one I've caught today for sure. Perfect dive. I think we're about to make a little move here. Gosh, there's a lot of fish down there in like 28 feet. Got that one. A little torpedo. Ain't too bad. Never grab your line. Ooh. Oh man. Poor fish. I don't want to harm him. He's got a piece of fishing line sticking out of his butt. Okay. We're gonna go fish the other spot before it gets throttled. Let's just go see what we can catch over there. You know, where technology is at these days, I definitely find myself popping up and just getting on the trolling motor and looking around versus idling. Now, I say that, but there is still a very valuable place for side imaging. I use it often. I think just in places that I'm familiar with and like know what I'm looking for. Like a lot of the stuff that I'm fishing is map contours here, you know, and then you look for isolated targets to cast at or roaming fish or whatever. So that's why I don't use it so much right now, right here. But that being said, still could, and honestly still probably should, but there's just so many fish. And that's why I don't. Right there. No, he ain't big, but he's got a good attitude. Then you gotta grab them real quick before they jack up your whole A-rig. Because they will. And they do. And another thing that I always do, this is more of like a forward-facing tip for so for you guys that don't have it, can kind of tone this part out. But when it comes to forward-facing, I started playing a lot more with the depth level on my screen, so you can still see, you know, a decent chunk of the bottom, but I also still want to be like, I adjust it a lot depending on how deep I'm fishing. Well, I would show you, but I had fish following my Alabama rig, so I got kind of distracted. So as you can see, like how the depth is still, like I have some of the bottom showing. Like I never like to have it exactly, I'm in 27 foot, I don't want it at 30. Like I want at least like I'd say an 8 to 10 foot buffer there. I adjust it quite a bit depending on how deep I'm fishing, or if I'm fishing a drop or like, you know, anything where the bottom changes a lot. Like here, I'm on a drop, but this is kind of a flat on the drop. So I still like to keep it, you know, just relative to the depth that I'm fishing, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And can't figure out how to form words because there's fish here and I just want to catch them. And I made a terrible cast.
Well, needless to say, today has not been an easy day. We've still caught probably around, I don't know, 25, 30 fish, but seeing a lot, but they just don't want to bite. And I think a lot of it just has to do with the conditions. We were here last week, we caught around 100, but that was also, there was a front moving in, the sun was out, and smallmouth need the sun to bite. Like, that's pivotal. But we're gonna keep grinding, gonna fish till absolute dark. There's always some sort of a midday lull when it comes to fishing in the fall. So, I mean, it's been slow since probably around noon, and things are gonna start picking up here pretty dang quick.
We're gonna hunt around. This brawler right here, this thing handles this Alabama rig really, really well. I'm very, very impressed with it. It's got just enough give for when they grab it. You're not ripping it out of their mouth, but when you set the hook, it moves that bait. It's got a lot of backbone. So if you guys are looking for an Alabama rig rod, you got to check out the ALX Zolo Brawler. This thing's legit. I love this rod. So much fun. See how it's got a little bit of a tip to it. I don't care what kind of Alabama rig you're throwing. This is a diamond blade, you know, a little bit bigger model. But you know, like I like to throw the little ones too, the 3-inch arms, and this thing's got just enough give for that too. You know, where it's not wearing you down. Throwing these bigger baits all day can really just, you know, it's hard on you. It's hard on your joints. It's hard on everything basically. So you just gotta get some equipment that actually, you know, doesn't wear you down so much, so you can stay out and freaking jack on some big bass all day. Oh, he pushed it, dude. Gosh, look at them all. Holy crap, man, there is a pile of them right there. It feels so late already. It'll be dark here in, I mean, about an hour. That's the worst part about this time of year, is your days are so short. Just in case y'all are wondering, this is what goby bite looks like. So it's got like that brown green pumpkin, and then it's translucent, kind of a sand amber color. It's amber purple black flake on the bottom. This thing has been getting absolutely crushed. I absolutely love this color, especially this time of year. Anytime you're fishing really clear water. 8-pound line, 8-pound braid, and the McSmalls getting it done for a majority of the fish today. This little guy beat up, belly on him. skinnier than the other ones. Oh, wow. Right in the schnoz. Cast again. 275 goby bite. Another beautiful fish. Golly. Just doesn't get old. It ain't dark yet. I'm still catching 4-pounders. Look at that thing. Oh, just a big old Green Bay meat pie. Woo. Well, guys, that's going to be a wrap for today. A little bit more of a grind today, but we still caught a good number of fish, throwing around on the brawler and the mixed smalls. And guys, if you have any interest in ALX rods, head on over to their website. I'll link it down below. Also, they are in stock at The Real Shot, as well as Cast Again tubes and the Diamond Blade Alabama rig, along with all the Cast Again jig heads to rig that thing out. Bunch of different swim baits. I mean, they have the largest selection of Kitech swim baits in the state of Wisconsin, and it's pretty impressive if you go in store. The whole wall is all Kitechs, but gosh, man, I'm gonna fish till it's completely dark out here because I absolutely love coming up here. Fishing Door County is one of the greatest places to go catch a smallmouth bass, definitely in Wisconsin, but it's got to be a world-ranked smallmouth fishery. So we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna slam at least 1 or 2 more of them first form energies because I still want to catch some fish, but it's getting dark, you know. It just happens. It happens. It gets dark so dang early this time of year. But guys, if you like what you saw, if you have any questions on anything, feel free to hit me up. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.